Hello, my name is John Eimers, and I'm here with Textron Aviation to help demonstrate the proper way to set up the Tronair Hydraulic Mule on the Citation Longitude. Today for this demonstration, I would like to show you that you can set up the mule properly without even being connected to the aircraft. The valves on the mule currently are all closed. That would be the same as being disconnected from the airplane. To open the valve, it would be positioned in that direction. But for today's demonstration, we're going to close all the valves going to the aircraft. Okay, now we're here getting ready to start up the mule. First thing you want to do is check the positioning of your bypass valve. You want to make sure the bypass valve is all the way open. Now that the bypass valve is all the way open, this will circulate fluid inside of the mule and allow you to set up the flow properly. So next we have to start up the mule, and I will announce to the workers on the floor that we're going to put hydraulic pressure on for safety purposes. Hydraulics coming on. Now that we got hydraulics on, we can go ahead and set up our flow. The proper way to set up the flow on the mule is with the bypass valve open. Right now you can see that the flow is roughly in between 6 and 7. If you look at the black line on the gauge there. If you look here, it tells you where the knob is to increase or decrease the flow. For this demonstration, I'm going to go ahead and increase the flow to 9 gallons per minute. There you can see I increased the flow to 9 gallons per minute. Now that we've gotten the flow set up properly for whatever condition we're working with the airplane, we can properly set up the pressure. As you increase and decrease flow, your pressure will change. So in order to see what pressure we currently have that the mule will supply, you'll go ahead and close your bypass valve. Proper system pressure for what you're doing is normally 3,000 psi. To make that adjustment, if you have a different condition that requires a different pressure, you adjust this knob and you can simply increase or decrease your pressure to what you need. There's 2,000. Now we'll go back to 3. And from there you can start your operations with the aircraft. Depending on the maintenance that you'll be performing on Longitude, you'll have to set different flow settings. So I just wanted to summarize again that in order to set the proper flow, we need the bypass valve open. So here I'm going to return the flow back to 6. Okay, there you see the flows at 6, and now I'll have to readjust my pressure, and depending on the maintenance you're performing, it might require different pressure settings. For this demonstration, we'll go back to 3,000, but we need to close the bypass valve to see what pressure we have. Here we're at 3,000. If the maintenance task required 2,000 psi, we would go ahead and drop the pressure down with the bypass valve closed. I'll go ahead and put it back at 3,000. And now I want to show you how to properly shut down the mule. And you always want to open the bypass valve to relieve the pressure. From there you can tell the mule is unloaded, you're not showing any pressure on the gauge, and you can hit the stop button. Okay, now that we've went over the way to properly set up the mule, you can set the mule up for whatever maintenance conditions you plan on running, and go ahead and open the valves on the back of the mule to supply pressure and allow return back to the mule. Hopefully this demonstration of the Tronair Mule on the Citation Longitude helps. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us at our email at team700@txtav.com.